Welcome back to another episode of Hollywoodbets Trackside. This weekend we'll be touching on Hollywoodbets Gravel on Friday night, Turfentine on Saturday, where we see the running of the Grade 2 Betway Joburg Spring Challenge and the Grade 2 Betway Joburg Spring Fillies and Mares Challenge. Hollywoodbets Durbanville plays host to a 9-race program on Sunday. Don't forget about the free-to-play Hollywoodbets Punters Challenge. Good weekend's racing. Hopefully it's a profitable one. We start off at Hollywoodbets Gravel on Friday. In race 6, Hollywood Racing are represented by number 1 Ibuto from Ellison Wright Stable. Sibusihle Tlengwa takes a ride. He ran a fair race in his last start over 1200 metres on the poly track. He is at his best on the poly track surface, but he jumps from pole position. He is fit and well and should have a say in the outcome of this contest.
He is a horse that seems to prefer the poly, but in saying that, he's fit and well and expecting a good run from him.
Move on to race 7, and Hollywood Racing are represented by number 3 Putolicious from Ellison Wright Stable. Damien Pile takes 4 kgs off his back. He ran a fair race over 1000 metres last time, which was a distance short of his best. He'll enjoy the step up to 1400 metres. This is the right type of race for him, and from a good draw of 3, I make him a big runner.
It's the ideal race for him. However, he's carrying 64.5 kg, so I've gone with the 4 kg claiming Apprentice. Apprentice can settle him. Feel that he will return to his better form.
In race 8, my best bet on the card is number 3 Hierarchy from the Duncan Hall Stable. Kabela Matsignani in the saddle. Thought she may have cost herself winning last time as she hung inwards in the last 150 metres. Her penultimate run in the debutante was eye-catching. She jumps from a good draw of 3. She is the best weighted run in this contest and should take a power of beating. We close off in race 9, where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 3 Ayui from the Garth Puller Stable. Damien Pile takes 4 kgs off her back. She ran a good race over this distance at Hollywoodbets Scottsville last time. She jumps from a good draw of 3 and should be right there at the finish.
She's doing well, and I think she'll run a good race. All he's got to do is get out the pens and get her running. And get one off the fence. That's where I want him to be. I don't want him to take a hold of her. I think she's doing nicely. Racing
on Saturday takes place at Turfentine on the inside course, and Hollywood Racing are represented by number 7 My Lucky Charm from Mike and Matthew de Cock Stable. Calamari in the saddle. This is for race 2, and he was a tad disappointing in his last start over 1700 metres at the Vaal. His debut run over 1450 metres was encouraging. The stable have opted to fit him with blinkers. It is a competitive maiden, but he should be right there to finish.
His work at home is really good in them, so with the blinkers on, we're hoping for the best outcome, obviously.
In race 4, my best bets on the card is number 3 Greaterix from the Mike and Matthew de Cock Stable. Calamari in the saddle. He wasn't disgraced in the Grade 1 Volkerbosch Drift HF Oppenheimer Horse Chestnut Stakes last time. He returns from a 31-week break, but this is his ideal trip, and if not in need of the run, I feel he should take a power of beating. In race 5, Hollywood Racing are represented by Miami Mountain from the Mike and Matthew de Cock Stable. Calamari in the saddle. He won a good race when shedding his maiden tag over this distance at the Vaal last time. He does take on a lot stronger, but is drawn in pole position. He is a progressive type, and a forward run is expected.
He's doing very well at home. Quite a tough test in the graduation plate. Very, very competitive field, but obviously, we're expecting a nice forward run from him.
Race 7 on the card is a Grade 2 Betway Joburg Spring Challenge, and Hollywood Racing are represented by number 10 Bus Stop and Hounslow from the Grand Maroon Stable. Rachel Venica in the saddle. He has a good record on the course. He does return from a 10-week break, but is not ideally treated at the weights and may be in need of this run.
But he's doing very, very well at home. Very happy with him. But hoping to just see him running on nicely.
Close off in race 9, where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 3 Read All About It from the Mike and Matthew de Cock Stable. Calamari in the saddle. He returns from a 14-week break, jumps from a wide draw of 10, and may be in need of this outing.
He's going to need the run, and 1600 is definitely too short for him, so we're not expecting any fireworks from him this coming weekend, just a run to bring him on.
Racing on Sunday takes place at Hollywoodbets Durbanville, and we start off in race 2, where Hollywood Racing are represented by number 1 Simbini from the Clinton Binder Stable. Calamari in the saddle. He is having his first run as a gelding, jumps from draw 1. It isn't the strongest maiden field, and if not in need of the run, he should be right there to finish.
I'm pretty happy with him. He's fit. He's everything is good. and he must have a reasonable chance from that draw and jockey.
In race 5, my best bets on the card is number 2, Rare Earth from the James Crawford stable, Louis Mkotwa in the saddle. She's finished second in her last 2 starts. She jumps from a good draw of 2. She meets the right field, and for me, she is the horse to beat. In race 8, Hollywood Racing are represented by number 6, Carl Foot from the Clinton Binder stable, Callum Murray in the saddle. He is better than his last start in the Grade 1 Gold Medallion at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. He returns from an 18-week break as having his first run as a gelding, and despite his big weight of 63 kgs, he should give a good account of himself.
His work is good. I think he'll ping the gates. I don't think Callan will have a problem placing him. I'm expecting a good run.